You guys, Erin Barry for president. I literally I can't even, I have so many, I have all of the thoughts. I took Erin Barry's class about 3 weeks ago with a friend on a whim. So we chose it because it was like a great time, great location, and we were like, cool, like, yay, hot class, good. And then like all of a sudden this like tiny little pizzolo walks in like a bra and tiny little hot pants. And this was Erin, and the class was all like old school rap. It was fucking amazing. I mean, I was going into poses that I'd never gone into. Like, I've been doing yoga for a month, everyone, so the fact that I could do like a half moon, it was crazy. It was like, yeah, like feel the beat, like feel the fucking beat of Hypnotized. And it was like, yeah, I fucking do feel the beat of Hypnotized, and you're going into the poses on the beat with Biggie. And then she did this thing where we all did like the thing where you're like bent in half with your arms like pulsing upwards or whatever. And then we all had to like hold hands together and like rock ourselves up all at one, united. So that was a great class, and I was hesitant to review it because it was like, how could it be so good? Like, for a class that good, like, you want to have at least more than one try. So this was the first time that I could make it to a class of hers, and I went solo. And again, like, it's going to be a little bit of a different experience. I'm going to be less focused on the energy of others. So then she walks into the class, and she has this, like, mic pack on her, like, as if she's, like, the tech crew at drama club. She's like, testing, like, can you hear me? And we couldn't because it wasn't working. So she's like, okay, I'll be right back. It's 90s night. Get ready. So obviously, I get ready for 90s night. And I really wish I could remember all the songs that she played, but they included and were not limited to Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews Band, Bye Bye Bye, Wannabe, obviously, and then there were like a couple of like the singer-songwriter kinds of jams. I can't think of them off the top of my head. And she played Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way, and then she took one request song, and thankfully the woman next to me requested Mo Money, Mo Problems because she's got great taste. Also, I don't know how literally every day of my life I always end up catching all of the shows letting out. It's like the universe is fucking with me. Like, they let the shows out at different times depending on when I'm going to be home. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, but also like, hey, just Jack. Hey, whatever. Anyway, so she's playing all this fucking amazing music, and again, like, I'm going into poses that, like, who knew I could fucking do that shit? It's like the good music, but also her energy. So fucking positive. She's always like, you can do this, we will do this, we're gonna do this together, we've got this. Like, I love that positive affirmation, that like, through it, I love. So you'll be like holding a side plank, and then all of a sudden she'll be like, go to tree pose, don't even think about it. Or like, you'll be in and then like you're in crow, like literally 4 minutes into the class. I mean, obviously, I'm not going into crow pose because, I mean, and it's like she does a lot of like, turn to your neighbor and say, we've got this. Turn to your neighbor and say, you're awesome. And normally I would be so against that, but I really like it. I don't know, for some reason, it doesn't bother me. I love her class. And then she does this bit, she did this last time too, where she'll be like what, just when you're like in a moment where you're really struggling or it's really hard, she'll be like, we're at Bryant Park Equinox. So she'll be like, we're at Bryant Park Equinox. Everybody wants to be us. We're amazing. And I feel like she really knows her audience. But it is really motivating when she's like, you came here tonight to do your best. Like, not better than the last class, like better than you've ever done before. Can you bring it? Will you bring it? And you guys, like, I never bring it to any class like I bring it to Erin's class. Like, I bring it. I really do. It's broad. Like, I don't want to say that I'm more inspired and motivated by her class than I am by Jorge's Zumba classes, but it is the closest thing I've ever come to it. And then at the end of the class, she's like, you guys keep bringing it and bringing it. Like, that's where the class keeps getting harder. Dedicate this class to whatever you learned about yourself. So, like, on a challenge rigor scale, I would say that, like, in general, for me and for anybody, it feels like it's definitely like an 8-10. It really just doesn't feel that intense because your mind and your body really are in sync and they're talking to each other and you're in the right place. Like, I honestly think I love Erin Barry more than Kawan Kajuan Douglas, and I'm gonna give her like 8 muscles. Like, most instructors with a class like that, I feel like, wouldn't also appreciate the ceremony of it, but like, she also gave us like our silent shavasana with very yoga music. So like, she still respects it. Like, it's not like she's like, oh fuck this, like I'm making a joke of it. Like it's very much out of respect for it. It's like a modernization of it. She does do a little bit of shtick, like she's definitely a theater person. Like she does do a little bit of like, oh, like yoga instructors who speak in Sanskrit are just showing off. And I can appreciate how she is not everybody's cup of tea, but she is like my big pot of tea. 8 muscles for Erin Barry. Highly, highly recommend.